وكفى وسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى أما بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تدخلوا بيوت النبي إلا أن يؤذن لكم إلى طعام غير ناظرين إناه ولكن إذا دعيتم فادخلوا فإذا طعمتم فانتشروا ولا مستأنسين لحديث إن ذلكم كان يؤذي النبي فيستحيي منكم والله لا يستحيي من الحق وإذا سألتموهن متاعا فاسألوهن من وراء حجاب ذلكم أطهر لقلوبكم وقلوبهن وما كان لكم أن تؤذوا رسول الله ولا أن تنكحوا أزواجه من بعده أبدا إن ذلكم كان عند الله عظيما صدق الله العظيم وبلغنا رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Surah Ahzab, this ayah gives, although the background of this ayah is in relation to the house of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but the rulings are general. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O those who believe. Now we understand that the prime address of Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, wherever it is in the Quran, is the Sahaba, the first and foremost address, and through them the whole ummah. La tadkhulu buyutan nabi, do not enter the houses of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, illa an yu'dhana lakum, unless you are permitted therein, or unless you are permitted about it, ila ta'amin, for a meal, غَيْرَ نَاظِرِينَ إِنَاهِ, do not go so early as to wait for its preparation. وَلَكِنْ إِذَا دُعِيتُمْ, but when you are invited, go inside. فَادْخُلُوا, go inside. فَإِذَا طَعِمْتُمْ, then once you have had the meal, فَانْتَشِرُوا, just disperse. وَلَا مُسْتَأْنِسِينَ لِحَدِيثٍ, and do not sit for long periods keen for a chit-chat, looking for a chat. Inna dhalikum kana yu'dhin nabi, this conduct of yours hurts the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Fayastahyi minkum, but he feels shy of telling you about it. Wallahu la yastahyi min al-haqq, but Allah is not shy of the truth. Inshallah, up to this part of the ayah we'll cover tonight, and then the next part we'll do next Monday, inshallah. So the background of this ayah, according to most mufassirin, is the walima of Hazrat Sayyidah Zainab bint Jahsh radiyallahu anha, that she was in the marriage of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. She was given in the nikah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has invited the people for walima. And some people came very early and stayed for a very long time in the house of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it is written in a narration of hadith that Sayyidah Zainab radiallahu anha was not comfortable with this. And when those men were there, this is before 5 Hijri. And 5 Hijri is the time when the command of hijab came. And this is also the next part of the ayah actually talks about it. So Sayyidah Zainab was sitting with her face turned away from the people because of hijab, because of natural shyness. And the Prophet ﷺ was burdened by the long stay of these people. But the Prophet ﷺ, although it was his responsibility, it is his responsibility to teach people all sorts of goodness, he had such grace and he had such respect for his guests that he did not say it to their face. And he delayed teaching them this etiquette for a later time. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent down this ayah, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told the Sahaba, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also cared about the heartfelt connection that the Sahaba had with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So when a seeker or a student loses their place in the heart of the teacher, then the benefit, the spiritual benefit that is being transferred, that is stopped. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not want that to happen. So at the slightest occasion where it might have happened, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught the Sahaba that do not do this. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is feeling shy, he's a graceful person, he is feeling shy of saying this to you, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not shy away from the truth. This is for your betterment, that do not go too early and do not stay very late. The reason has also been mentioned, inna dhalikum kana yu'dhin nabi. The reason is that it hurts or it discomforts the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So therein, the ulama have said that two things should be understood. Number one, the guest should have a lot of respect, so much that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is not disgracing them right away and delaying this. Although if the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam would have told them, they would have really appreciated it. Such were the Sahaba. But the Prophet ﷺ was such a graceful person that he honored his guests, and so should be our way with our guests, that we keep their honor above everything else and we respect them. And even if they do something disagreeable or something that is difficult for us, we still give them respect. The second thing is that this commandment of not staying for long after meals is when the host is troubled by it. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned it. If it is the pleasure of the host, or if it is the norm that the host itself likes, that people stay and they don't only come for food, as is in our culture, that if somebody enters the house at the very last moment and leaves right after the food is finished, people say that he only came for food. So in that regard, when it is expected that the host also likes that people sit and talk for a bit and socialize, then this is perfectly okay. When a person gets a sense that it is becoming some burden for the host, then we should gracefully take our leave and not burden the host. Inshallah, we'll cover the remaining part of the ayah next time, which talks about hijab. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين آمين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.